Hello everyone, and thank you for joining my presentation. My name is Q, and today I'll be discussing the social and mental health needs of bisexual men. This is a popular and very personal um, topic for me. This is a population that faces unique and often invisible struggles at the intersection of race, gender, and sexual orientation. Yet, it is frequently overlooked in both mental health research and LGBTQ plus discourse. As a future social worker, I felt compelled to bring awareness and offer practice insights rooted in equality and justice. Why this topic? I chose this topic because it's personal and a professional significance. As someone committed to racial and the LGBTQ plus justice, I realized how little attention is given to bisexual black men. They're often misrepresented or erased entirely within their families, culture, and communities, and even the LGBTQ plus spaces. This lack of visibility leads to serious consequences for their mental health. As a social worker, I want to help change that by learning how to better serve them. Okay, let's define a few key terms. First, bisexuality refers to emotional, romantic, or sexual attraction to more than one gender. It's often misunderstood or dismissed, especially in black communities where stereotypes around hypersexuality or confusion are prevalent. Intersectionality helps us understand how overlapping identities like race, gender, and sexual orientation can multiply experiences of oppression. And then we have minority stress. Refers to the chronic stress experienced by members of stigmatized groups, including bisexual black men, as a result of discrimination and marginalization. Bisexual black men experience what we call double marginalization. In black communities, their sexual identity may be rejected due to cultural or religious expectations of masculinity. In the LGBTQ plus spaces, they may face racism or have their bisexuality erased altogether. This dual invisibility can make them feel isolated, ashamed, or hypervigilant in their daily life. These compounded experiences are crucial for social workers to understand when offering support and healing. Mental health impacts. This marginalization translates into mental health disparities. Studies show that bisexual men have higher rates of depression, anxiety, and substance use than compared to both heterosexual and just gay men. Bisexual black men specifically are often underserved by mental health systems that are not culturally responsive or inclusive. Fear of being misunderstood or stigmatized keeps many from seeking help. This is where affirming trauma-informed care becomes essential. Structural oppression deepens these challenges. Racism in healthcare systems combined with homophobia and biphobia creates barriers to quality care. Cultural expectations around stoicism, masculinity, and silence in many black families further discourage mental health disclosure. If we don't address these systematic issues, we risk pathologizing individuals instead of dismantling the conditions that harm them. So, a social justice lens. So, as social workers, we must look at this issue through a social justice lens. We need to acknowledge how power and privilege shape access to care. Bisexual black men often have the least power in clinical encounters and community spaces. Social justice means affirming identities, challenging oppressive systems, and using our positions to amplify voices that are silenced. This population deserves visibility and culturally competent support, not erasure or correction. So, what can we do? First, we must practice cultural humility, meaning we acknowledge what we don't know and commit to learning from clients. We use exclusive language. Don't assume orientation based on relationship history. Create safe spaces, use open-ended questions, and validate both racial and sexual identity. And don't forget community partnership, collaborating with organizations that center Black, LGBTQ plus people, increasing trust and cultural connection. Despite these challenges, bisexual Black men are not without strength. Many build chosen families when biological ones reject them. Black LGBTQ plus cultural spaces offer community, healing, and affirmation. Spirituality, art, and activism are also powerful, resilient tools. As social workers, we should recognize and uplift these sources of strength, not just focus on the deficits. Clinically, we must build rapport through empathy, trust, and affirming care. At the community level, we need to ensure that services are inclusive and accessible to bisexual Black men. Policy-wise, we must advocate for funding, training, and reforms that center marginalized LGBTQ plus population. As I wrap up, I'd like to leave you two questions. How can we challenge bi-erasure in our own practice? And what assumptions do we carry about Black masculinity and queerness? Thank you so much.